Good morning, you guys. I am still coming off from a cold. I have to go to the store today because I do have to buy groceries, and I have to buy like a little snack for my daughter because she's having a picnic for the last days of their summer break. So I have to hurry up and do that. I'm not feeling the best, as well as I got a lot going on, and I wanted to share that with you guys and not all the time just make y'all assume that in life there's happy days, because I've been going through it a lot. And yesterday I sprained my ankle. Now I don't want to show y'all, but it does hurt. I iced it. My husband helped me out a little bit with it, and it's gotten a little bit better, but it still hurts. But I'm taking one step at a time, so I'm trying not to like put too much pressure on it, even though I'm about to go to the store, because that's what moms do, is, you know, we have to figure things out and make it work, and that's what I'm gonna do today. And my hair is a little bit dirty, so I'm going to probably pin it up into like a bun. So I'm just gonna add some of my favorite Not Your Mother Beach Wave dry shampoo, because it's gonna help kind of refreshen my hair. But yeah, and then also I had to ground my youngest daughter because she didn't listen to me today. So those are things that I am dealing with as a parent. And if you are a parent like myself and you have to go through these things where you got to ground your kids because they don't listen to you, and at a point you're just tired of the discipline, like, I don't like to hit my kids, but I also don't like yelling, and it's unattractive, you know, it's unattractive. So, and no, I'm not sponsored. I just love everything from Not Your Mother. I literally use this on my kids' hair for everything. They have almost the best affordable brands ever for all my girls that have like combination hair, curly hair. Like, these products are really good, and I am a true fan of it because I use it not only on myself but my daughters and my son, because my youngest, he has curly hair. So I use mainly the hair protector. I use this one and this one, but I did also see that they have a cream too, so I'm looking for that at the moment. I still use my Day. I stopped using it for a minute because I forgot about it, but I'm back to using it again, and it's really good. I just only have a little bit. I did go to Sephora last week and I was gonna purchase it, but then I changed my mind. But there's so much catching up that I want to do with y'all, and honestly, I'm gonna be very, very raw filter with y'all. I wasn't planning to come back, and that is so sad because YouTube is my family. YouTube is the one place that I always connect more to than all the other social platforms. I'm sorry, I just had to say it because it's the truth, and the other platforms has never gave me my recognition as much as YouTube has. That's why I consider myself more a YouTuber than a, you know, a TikToker or anything like that, because when I go on TikTok I do like little talks here and there, but it has to be like in 1 minute, and it's too short, and I hate to talk only a certain amount of little bit of time, versus here I could talk long form. And spiritually, I've just been dealing with a lot of things that it's been causing me to want to just quit. And at some point I told my youngest daughter that I was going to probably like stop doing it, because I just thought that maybe I was not giving them as much attention, and maybe it was just causing friction in my family and my time and my focus on social media more instead of them. Even though I love doing social media, I love sharing, you know, some of my favorite makeup story times, you know, testimonies, things like that. And I just felt like maybe it wasn't for me, and maybe it was time for me to like just log off and just be how I was before. And my daughter was the one who like motivated me to not quit. And sometimes I feel like that's God talking, and you know, sometimes when we don't think necessarily that that could be a sign. We just assume that, oh, maybe that's just them saying. But sometimes it can also mean that that's just God talking. And I haven't spoken to God in, I'm going to be very honest with y'all, I haven't spoken to him a whole lot in a month. And I know that that sounds so sad, but it's true. I have not, and I feel bad. But I know that that's just the enemy trying to convict me and make me feel like God hates me, but he loves me because he woke me up today and he gave me a purpose. And I feel like I've been getting spiritually attacked a whole lot. And I don't know if I'm doing a very good job at what I do, because they say that when you are getting spiritually attacked the most, it's because something good is going to happen. And I always believe in that, but sometimes I just sit back and I'm just like, really? Or maybe it's because, you know, I had to go through things in order for things to come into play. And I just been having a very, very hard time. I haven't been talking to God, and it does, you know, spiritually makes me feel very sad. I'm not going to blame God for my behavior and for me not speaking to him. It's my fault too, because I had the opportunity to talk to him. I had the chance to, you know, figure it out and find a way, and I just choose not to. So those are things that I'm still battling with. I had to come back, read my Bible, all of that, because I'm telling you guys, it's been a rough journey for me, and I've been at times wanting to quit, and my kids are the ones that motivate me to keep going and to not quit, because they see so much potential in me. They see so much passion that I have, and they don't want me to give up because they look up to me. I've just been dealing with that a whole lot, and I just haven't been feeling none of them see the worth, and it just sucks. And then when you're not getting paid for some of these brands and they just gift you things, it just becomes very discouraging. It comes to a point where you're just like, you don't want to put up with it no more. So that's where I've been in the limbo. And I'm just trying to figure shit out. I'm trying to find a medium where I can just get back into schedule, because I feel like right now my schedule's been all over the place. I've been super organized. Now everything has been so chaotic. You know, the kids are about to get out of school, and I'm trying to like figure out a way where I can do things without stressing myself. So that's what I've been going through. I also, for Mother's Day, I'll catch you guys up on Mother's Day. I went on Sunday because Mother's Day in Mexico is on Saturday, and Sunday was like American Mother's Day. I was like, let me just treat myself. And sometimes when I treat myself, I always end up buying something for one of my kids, because, you know, I want them to have something and stay consistent with their things, especially my daughters. Some of the things that I get, I always want them to have too. And I have girls, but I also know when I have sons, I try to buy them things as well. It's just hard to find like a lot of things for boys, because boys don't really need much, and girls, we always need something. It's kind of difficult, hard to explain, but if you're a girl mom, you understand. But anyways, I went to this location that I love so much. I always tell my husband all the time, one day, si Dios quiera, like, it's gonna happen, and we're gonna move there, because I really love like the environment, how peaceful it is, and I just love it. I just love it a lot. I don't care, like, it's not diverse, but I don't mind a different change. I just really, we're there for the first time. I took the girls and they were like really happy. They loved it. But to keep the conversation short, I went to Lululemon and I got me my first little wallet. I was gonna get the one that matches my bag, but I decided, let me just get black, because you can never get black so dirty than you can with the other bags. Like, this is gonna be perfect, because I was tired of having it in my little compartment, and every time when I'd be looking for stuff, and I didn't want to have to struggle no more. I got me that. I also grabbed another Lululemon bag for my daughter, and she was like really happy. And I also took them for the first time, because it was my first time, to Crumble Cookie. I've always wanted to try their stuff. They didn't really have a lot of options. If you haven't checked it out, it's on my shorts, so all you have to do is just go on my shorts and you'll see little clips, or on my TikTok. If you're not following me on there, I pretty much went on a trip with them, and we did a review and we ate the cookies. And to be honest, like, the cookies may seem a little bit expensive, but in my opinion it wasn't that expensive. I think it was a good price for both, and then the amount that you get was really, it was really good. I liked it. So I'm now I just finished doing my brows, because doing brows off camera is a lot. I'm using my milky toner. I've been trying to save so I could try Hailey Bieber's line, but believe it or not, it is so expensive. Like, even her little mini ones are still like over the same price as if you were to buy the average size. And like, nowadays, like, these celebrities with their makeup and skincare, like, they're not being realistic to some of us normal people, that when we buy, the consumers, like, we want to buy stuff that's like good quality, but we also don't want to spend our money on dumb shit. So I just been using this, and I love it because it does, I'm a very sensitive, acne prone girly, and this doesn't have any scent to it, so it's been working really good, and I love it. You know, if you hear some background noises, that's my husband. He's cutting the grass. This whole week he was able to spend time with me, help me out during this whole week of chaos that I've been dealing with the kids, their school, ceremonies, all these activities. He was able to help me in doctor appointments. Tell me why I'm telling you I'm always organized, and I wasn't. And this week it kicked my ass to the point where I forgot to like mark down the kids' appointments, things like that. And I came a day that wasn't the day that I was supposed to bring the kids for their appointment. But luckily, the girl there, she knows me since I was very little, so she's very cool, and she was able to still get me in so the kids could get their physical done and get seen, because it was time for their updated immunization and stuff. So I wanted them to get seen. So I was very lucky, and I thank God that I was just there, because I was about to leave and just say whatever, but they missed their field day, and I feel bad. But at the same time, I'm like, they could always make it up, you know. Field day is every year when they go to school, so they're okay. So lately I just been using the Salve facial moisturizer. This is also SPF. I've been using this. I go back and forth with the Kosas ones, but whenever I just want something just for today, I don't want to put like makeup on or anything like that, I go in with this one because it protects my skin. And lately, you know, the weather's been a little bit crazy, but I've been putting this on because I noticed that the sun has been getting a little darker on my skin, so I just been putting this on. It looks white cast now, but just trust the process, like, it's gonna get better. Okay, so I already added, those were the skin steps that I've been using lately. The one product, it's called Banish. I've been testing it out. I did pass by also because I went to this little plaza where they had like Lululemon and stuff like that, and I seen that they had like a big Sephora. So I went in there because, you know, I'm a fan and I like Sephora. So I went in. I wasn't going to buy anything because I was just going to buy me, like I said, the day cream. And then I ended up coming out with just one purchase. And I finally got my hands on the Mario lip liner. And I was like undecided because I didn't know which one to pick. But I ended up getting a good choice. And I winded up with the shade, the lip sculpting pencil in Spice Chai. This one, I was debating between this one and Travis, but I have so many brown lip liners that I was like, let me find something that I know is gonna look good on me and I don't have to worry about like purchasing the same thing, you know? Even though I did like Travis, maybe later on I'll probably consider purchasing it, but at the moment I wanted something different, so I picked up Spice Chai. Part about it is that it comes with like one of these little sharpeners. I almost threw it out, by the way, because I didn't know it was in here until I had to like peel the box. And you get a sharpener, plus you also get like this. If you're the type of person that you like to rub your lip liner so that you will blend it good and it looks like really nice and sculpted, this is very good. I mean, I have one, but really sometimes I just use my fingers. Like, it's basically the same thing. But if you don't want to like dirty yourself and stuff, this is a really convenient brush. I did spend a little bit on this lip liner, but if you're not the type to want to spend too much, I would highly recommend the LA Girl Cosmetics lip liners. They're really good and they do the same thing. I just splurged because, you know, I wanted to try something different. You know, I'm always used to drugstore stuff, even though I love me some drugstore, but it's, you know, I wanted something different. I am going to cover up a little bit of my under eyes. I was considering buying Huda Beauty's corrector, but at the moment I'm like, it is so expensive, and right now I'm just not in the mood to be buying something that I know that I don't need at the moment. Hopefully soon I can, but this was pretty much the only purchase I made at Sephora. But hopefully when I am, oh, that was disgusting. But hopefully when for my birthday, I'll probably end up like purchasing some things that I do need. For example, my powder, I was super loyal to it. I tried other powders and I should have never changed because I'm regretting it. And my Laura Mercier powder never does me wrong. And when I say never does me wrong, it's because my powder never gives me flashback even at night. And she always keeps me like non-oily, and it's just the best powder ever. It's a little pricey, but it gets the job done, and not a lot of powders does that for my skin, and also it doesn't irritate my skin like other. So that is why. And in my room, low-key, my room is hot. I gotta charge my phone. I'm only on 22%, so I'm just gonna be ranting with you guys while I'm doing my makeup. I do love these concealers, but I do need a little bit of a darker one. So what I've been using to color correct is the Too Faced Born This Way. I always get the mini size because, girl, it's expensive. The one that I usually use is Honey, but I need to stop being unrealistic and know that it's not my shade. But even though it does cover up, I need to find something that's at least closer to my shade. So I think I finally found the one that I need to get for a concealer. But I don't know, I've just been like telling myself I don't need it, and then I just go back and do the same thing. I always end up doing that, but let's finish here. But anyways, I got hair in my, and I don't have no pets, so I don't know why I have hair in my, and it's bothering me. Yep, it's right there. Anywho, I'm gonna have like a couple new products that I'm going to be doing, that I purchased. I don't know what I'm talking about. You see, my brain is like all over the place. And I wanted to share with you guys. So if y'all are interested in some of my new favorites of this month, of the month of May, please let me know, because I love doing my monthly favorites, and I love sharing it, especially on my Bendable. If you're not following me on my Bendable is just some of the favorites and some of the things that I like, and some that I recommend for all my content creators who want to do content creation. I'm gonna use this contour. I've been obsessed with this contour. I'm not even gonna lie. It's actually a good contour. I really do like it. Like when I first tried it out, I was like, oh, it's probably gonna do the same thing like every other contour. But when I tell you that it looked so good on me, like, I kid you not. I'm also gonna use the ColourPop in Cottage Life because, let's be honest, I love Rhode Toasted Teddy, but I need a little something to like, I need something to like help bring everything to life. And usually I use Toasted Teddy as like a bronzer. Haley needs to come out with a bronzer because this here will look so great on brown skin tones and deeper skin tones. Even though on lighter skin tones it looks okay if you're tan, but if you're not, don't put it on. It's not gonna look good. I'm gonna show y'all technique. Hopefully it doesn't take long. Usually I use my fingers for this, but I'm using a split brush today. This one is one of the nose contours that you can use or whatever, but I like to like tap the contour. I almost say contour. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I kind of like tap it just to give me like that little nice button nose, and I never try to like drag it up. I've always been doing that, and I noticed that it just doesn't look so flattering on my nose. So I've been doing this, and believe it or not, this has been making my nose look way better, way more snatched and more precise than if I was to just do it the old way that I was using it, and it still looked like I didn't do nothing. Okay, so I still have concealer that I need to do. I've been lately using the Mario F4 brush because for some reason this is the only brush that at least doesn't like smear the blush, because for some reason every time I add like a little tint to my skin or foundation, I notice that the blush separates. So I'm not a fan of that, and when I use like my other brushes, they don't help, including the sponge. It doesn't really help out a lot. So I just been using this brush for the Rhode Toasted Teddy for whatever. Like if you're using Rhode, I highly recommend that you use a brush because it doesn't like separate. I don't know if this is known to happen to some of y'all. I haven't heard any girly do it, but I'm gonna be the first to say it because sometimes some of us don't like to be honest about some products, but mainly me. Like if something separates in my makeup and I don't like it, even if I'm not wearing a whole lot and it's separating, that's not good. That shouldn't be doing that. Like there needs to be, we need to have a talk about that. So love the blush, don't like it separating. So what I do is I just like to like pat this in and just make it like that. And then once I'm done, I just go over where I was doing the contour and just kind of like press it all in. So it kind of looks like this because I gotta do my eyes next. There's been so much going on that I just been like taking my mind, and maybe that's another thing that maybe God didn't want me to be on social media, because there's so many things going on right now and I'm just what? And honestly, I don't even want to get myself involved because that's none of my business, and I just want to focus on doing what I'm supposed to be doing and helping others and sharing God's word, instead of worrying about like nonsense because of what's going on in celebrity media. Because I'm telling you right now, if you get on TikTok, all you're gonna hear about is the Diddy case, DDG and Hallie, Chris Brown, Tory Lanez, Megan. Recently I seen rest in peace her soul, some beautiful girl from Mexico who literally got murdered on live, got shot, and that was very sad, you know. Okay, so let me hurry up and finish before my camera starts saying that it's too hot. Okay, so you guys normally know that I've been obsessed with Kylie Skin lip oil. I've been using this like crazy. As y'all know, I'm almost done with it. I will be repurchasing another one of these, a couple of these, because they're really good. And my Summer Fridays, I've been using it, but it's not as much. But I mean, will I repurchase? Probably. Maybe the pink one. This one is my favorite. This one, and I want to try the pink one. The girls have the pink one and the mint. Those are kind of like my vibe, but I just haven't been into it. But I have recently picked up just one because, you know, it's very expensive. But I grabbed the Glow Reviver, and as y'all know, it's almost similar in a way. It's just the packaging may be a little bit different, but literally they're almost the same. They're almost identical. And I do like it because it's not so sticky. I've been using this lately and it smells just like caramel. And look how it leaves my lips, by the way. Like, it's just very glowy, but it gets like that nice glow. Okay, so I'm gonna finish off my makeup here because my battery's about to die. I'm gonna add a little bit of Kosas, and I'll catch up with you guys later on today. And also, you know, everything is going crazy around in this world today, and with all that I was telling you about, yeah, just a lot of craziness. But I'll get back with y'all later on.